Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Oy vey, so let's get right to it. At the hospital, Dante has arrived at the hospital. He asks Patrick what's going on, and Patrick tells him that Sonny needs surgery, and there is a chance that he might not make it, but he needs all his family around him, to help him through it. Sam asks Dante if he can tell her anything about the shooting, and he tells her Julian was near the scene and is in lockup right now, and Sam's like, oh great, they already thought that Julian was going to be, involved in this, but now that he's so involved, just great. Patrick is giving Sam a hard time about Jake killing the guys, because that's what we choose to focus on, apparently. And Sam brings up about how, Jason used to be able to disconnect after an incident, and Patrick's like, oh, is that what we're calling killing people now, an incident? And I'm like, Patrick, big picture here. I can't. I think in the comments, we all agreed that they, in practice, are not a great couple. Just because he can't handle it. He can't handle the life. So Patrick can't understand people who take lives, and I get that, no one should be able to understand that, but he should understand who he's in a relationship with, and who he chose to be in a relationship with, so whatever. Morgan tells an unconscious Sonny that he's going to kill Julian, and then Dante comes in. Morgan leaves. Dante doesn't refer to his father as dad often, so when he does, it's really special, and they had a great scene today. Dante tells him that he can trust him and he'd always have his back. It's really emotional, and then Dante brings up, how is the money and power worth, your life, how Sonny's being selfish and he should have taken Avery as a chance to start over. And then Dante talks about how Morgan blames Julian, but Dante himself blames Sonny, and then Sonny flatlines. So there's a lesson there, folks. Michael and Carly find Sonny's wedding vows. Carly heads off to the chapel. Morgan comes back into the waiting room, and Michael tells him that Carly went to the chapel. Morgan wants to go after Julian, and Michael tries to focus him. Carly is in the chapel and wonders whether she should read the vows. She decides to read the vows. Then they kind of do this thing where, Sonny's in the chapel saying the vows to her, and the vows just happen to end with, if I die today, I would be happy because it meant I spent the last day of my life with you. So, yeah. And then there's a Carly Sonny montage. The clips have to span at least 10 years back. It was actually pretty cool. At Maxie's place, Maxie's really glad that Nathan's home. Maxie is also lamenting and kind of works in how much she misses Georgie, that she was spending time with Avery, reminder of a Georgie, Nathan also tells her that Nina is free and clear, so he's happy about that in the midst of all, the horrible news. And Nathan also says, he's not a huge fan of Franco, but can't deny that Franco loves Nina and would do anything for her. So he's okay with the relationship. At Elizabeth's house, oh, this is where it gets fun. Elizabeth is feeling guilty. Will she do the right thing? It gets really serious. She gets really, really into it. It seems like she might actually tell him. And then little Jake runs down the stairs and says he had a bad dream, that Jake went away like all of his other dads, and he must have been listening. Okay, so here's my thing. This is what I personally believe. I think he was listening, and I think little Jake knows that Jake is Jason. It makes sense. He spent the last however many years with Helena, and Jason's been in Helena's grasp for, 2 years? It makes sense. So that's what I think. I lost my place. Okay, so Jake tells little Jake that he isn't going anywhere, and if Elizabeth uses this as an excuse not to tell him, then she's just being selfish, because Jason would stay in Jake's life, just not in hers. And Jake tells little Jake, because we have 2 Jakes, this is why soap operas only have one person of the same name, just saying, that sometimes he gets bad dreams too, things he can't quite remember, it might be someone who needs him, or someone who's looking for him, it might, be something real, he just can't tell. And when little Jake asks him what he does, he says he thinks about all the things that are real and how much his family he has right now means to him. Rick. Oh, Rick. This was fun. This was just so much fun. So Rick calls Max livid about being kicked out of the hospital room, and that Michael shouldn't give the orders, they should listen to Rick. And then Nina and Franco set up a crib in Rick's hotel room with a doll and everything. And they make it clear they know what he did. And apparently Ric's stupid and left the app on his phone of the baby crying. And they apparently Nina and Franco talked to the employee who brought and took away the crib, and that the guy is willing to testify against Ric and that they want to put him in prison. And apparently they already told Scott all of this and all that. So they want Ric to sign annulment papers. It would cut ties to Nina and all her money, aka the point to this whole thing. He doesn't want to, but then you know, she thanks him for reconnecting her with all of her money. And after they do get him to sign the papers, because he's either sign or go to Pentonville, she asks Ric if he ever loved her. He starts like kind of nervously talking, and she's like, just kidding, I don't care. So they kick him out of the suite because technically it's her suite that she shared with Franco. And that, you know, she kicked Franco out and married Ric, so technically it's not Ric's place, so they kick him out, and basically it's a bye Felicia moment, but bye Ric, bye. The end scenes, dun 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 dun. Alright, so Elizabeth and Jake are on the front porch. She tells her that no matter what she tells him, he won't leave, and she says she's done something terrible to Sam. Can't wait to hear this. Patrick runs into the room. Morgan tries to run after him, and they have to pull him back. Like, Patrick's trying to save your dad. Don't be running after him. And then Michael rushes to the chapel and tells Carly she needs to get back, and Sonny needs her. So, all over should be a fun time. It's going to be quite a week, I can already tell. In any event, thank you for watching today's General Hospital recap. I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!